Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 14th going to the 20th of June, and I'm super excited to go straight into it. I have missed the individual readings, so I'm so glad to be back. So I'm going to go in with the channeled messages that we had, and then we'll go into the tarot afterwards. So this is going to be a good week for the fire signs, okay? An empowering week. Why can't I say this word? An empowering week, there we go, where doors are opening, and it's true, this is good. It may have been a little while longer. It almost feels like I want to say like just in the nick of time. Like it almost feels like you just caught something just at the right time, which is good. I actually like the opportunity that's going to be coming up for you guys within this week, which is good. Creativity is going to come through. You are going to have a sudden outburst of energy. Now, this might affect you more than the others, but it is a general theme that I've seen for all the signs that I've read for so far. There has been a constant theme of creativity and fire energy coming in. So you're not alone in this. A lot of competitive energies most likely for you, Sagittarius as well, but it's not something to fear from because it's something to fear. Sorry, my speech is obviously messing up. Mercury retrograde, you guys know the drill. But there is going to be a lot of creativity coming in for you as well, which is good. And a new idea is going to come up. And it's very likely this is something that you needed or felt like you wanted to know about before, but it's suddenly coming through now. Divine timing is this is the right time for divine timing to come in for you basically within this week, which is good. You are being asked to be flexible and get ready to switch up the plan. This is a really good time of divine detours and understanding that not everything needs to be the same all the time, every single day, every single week. This is a really good time to be spontaneous. And actually with you here, Sagittarius, because it is your energy coming in, most likely, I'm kind of getting this like Jupiter energy coming in and kind of also a bit of, is it Neptune that I'm picking up? Oh, no, Uranus, there we go. That is a really good combination because it's almost like unexpected surprises in a very good light. So I like what's coming in for you. I do see love coming in for you as well. There is going to be a love offer coming in, or at least a secret admirer if you're not aware of them. But I just don't feel like the fire signs are paying attention to it, really. I don't think it's on the... It's not your priority right now, if I'm going to be totally honest with you. But this person doesn't feel like, they're not in a rush or anything. So if you want to revisit this, I do think that can come up within the next few weeks after this one, okay? But within this week, I do actually feel like you're trying to figure out what you need to do. Which I actually think is a really good sign. What we had for the fire signs that came up was the Five of Pentacles. So this is going to be a week of where you are going to feel like something's missing. This was a really big theme that despite all the good things, you are going to feel a little bit empty. This does happen, so don't be afraid of it, okay? Try to fill up this part of yourself by understanding what it is that you're looking for. Because whenever we have this numb feeling, despite all good things going on around us, it indicates that there is either A, some shadow work that needs to be done, or B, we need to do some meditation or internal work to understand why this is, because it isn't an internal thing. You can never really heal that with external things. You have to really close up this void, this hole within you that seems to be making you feel numb despite good things happening, okay, for you. It's really important. We had 333, as I said, that could be a very important number for you. So we had you as the Five of Pentacles. So there is a little bit of feeling like that, maybe you're a little bit... down on the money, or maybe you just feel like really unstable in life right now. Maybe you're feeling that your emotions aren't there. You haven't got that support. You aren't quite sure where you're going moving forward, and that can make you feel down. Despite whatever it is in your life here, Sagittarius, especially if you've been left out in the cold by somebody, for those of you who are interested in love, you are going to be in this position within this week of where, even though great things are happening, there's one thing on your mind, and it's the answer to the question that you're wanting of why you feel this way and why things are happening this way. We did have the Knight of Cups on the side, and that is the love offer. That is almost like an opportunity here that is kind of there, almost like a comfort zone. There is a safety thing here, whether it's a person, a job, an opportunity, whatever it is, Sagittarius. But then you also have this Empress energy that's coming in, which is about abundance, joy, control, but the good kind is about being in power. And despite, I feel like, you're not looking at this thing, you are looking at being empowered by yourself and how do I get to this position? You're not really focusing on distractions, you're focusing on you, which is actually a really positive sign. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a really good time for you, because I'm kind of seeing like you've hit rock bottom, and now is a good time of where you're just climbing to the top. Now you've learned your lesson. All right, you have, had to pay the price of this, Sagittarius, whatever it may be, whether it's love, career, whatever it is. You've had to learn a very difficult lesson, but now things are moving forward because your eyes are in the right place now. Instead of looking at things like comfort, instead of looking at things like relationships or whatever it is as a distraction, you're now looking at, how do I empower myself? How do I bring myself the abundance that I deserve? And you're looking at yourself in a different way now, which is really important. And this is where the fiery energy is coming in, but it's all happening from the missing energy, that feeling, that little bit of a hole inside you. This is motivating you to find out what that is and why you feel, not very content despite the circumstances. This is going to be a very good week to compliment others, okay? Your words hold magic. It's really important to understand that. It's really important to actually watch your words within this week. So complimenting others is also going to be very good. It is going to bring you in some karma. It is going to also, maybe you'll get some compliments back. It's good to empower others, because they will also empower you, and it will also make you feel empowered too, knowing that you're, pointing out to people what is good about them. Because trust me, it's quite rare. People don't compliment each other enough, I find, in this day and age. So it's really important to bring a bit of joy into the world, Sag. You're really good at doing that anyways. But again, really good week for affirmations, really good week for manifestations, vocalizing things and speaking them into existence. But also, because they're so powerful at this time, just be very aware of what you're saying to yourself. A really, really important time to check in with yourself and go, actually, am I saying things that are healthy? All right. Am I saying things that are healthy to others? Am I saying things that are healthy to myself? Pay attention to your words. It's really important. Okay. You are removing neglect. I like this. Again, for those of you who may have hid yourself in relationships thinking that was going to be an answer to your prayers, you're actually understanding that you are all that you need, which is good. You don't need other people's validations in anything, whether it is work, whether it is relationships, however it resonates for you. You're really removing the need to feel wanted by people, and you are understanding that you are everything that you need right now. Okay. And again, someone is waiting, or something is waiting, but your eyes are elsewhere. Really important as well to note, for those of you who are like, there's an opportunity in terms of like another career, or working for somebody else, but that Empress energy is coming through. Is almost like, but I could start my own business, but I could run my own thing, or I could do this. That alternative will be more empowering for you and will actually go further, okay? Because the Empress is about abundance and growth and all the good stuff, so it's a better outcome if you were wondering. So let's go in for you specifically here, Sag, and see what's going on for you. Let's see. These are going to be the mantras for the week that you can repeat to yourself. Again, for the fire signs especially, your words are really going to matter, so I'd really recommend this. But it's also going to help us see where you are at and what's going on for you within this week, okay? Okay, what does this say? We have awakening inspired action. Here we go. There's only what life is asking of me, which is really interesting. So I feel like this is a really good time to listen to that hunch, listen to that thing, that gut feeling that's telling you to do something, okay? Because this is going to be very, very good for you, and it is going to lead to some really good results. And remembering that there's only what life is asking for me, okay? So listening to your intuition, very important. And understanding that everything is an opportunity in some shape or form. Okay, conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself. Who was it that also had this card? What's happening here is there has been, again, some people have been rubbing you up the wrong way here, Sagittarius, to say the least. Understanding that sometimes our body does these things and makes us feel this way, so that we understand and can react to it. Not react in outbursts to these people, but to understand that this is a good time to disassociate myself from these people and this situation, so that I can have more time for myself and I can calm myself down, okay? Conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself. And also it's going to raise awareness to the fact that there might be some triggers inside you, because when you really kind of do the inner work, anger is not the first thing that comes to mind when someone pisses you off, right? You kind of have to learn and understand where this anger might have come from, where the wound is inside of you. It is quite deep here, Sagittarius. But when you understand that, you really start to find internal peace, and you no longer let other people around you affect you. Because again, as I said before, your energies around this time, all the fire signs most likely, is really sensitive, and allowing other people to treat you a certain way or to make you feel a certain way, even by how they're treating you, is gonna add up, you know, within your own energy. So it's really important to understand that despite what these people are doing and whoever they are in your life, you matter more, and your own personal space matters more. And it's a good time to disassociate from the situation. Okay, let's have a look and see what's going on for you in the tarot. Here we go. Okay, we have the Six of Swords. This is good. This actually came out for Aries as well. This is a very positive sign because it is about you moving forward. This is a really good sign. For those of you who are going from one thing to another, whatever it may be in your life, I do see that this is the right decision to make, okay? Because we're moving forward. It might not be the forever destination, but it at least is better than the last place that you were at, or the last person you was with, or whatever and however it applies. The Six of Swords is a really good sign to say that you've come away from a lot of chaos. 1111, as I said that. Maybe it's your wish fulfillment, huh? Moving forward, moving away from something. This is good. The only thing is that I will mention is that this isn't a destination card, which is what I was saying to Aries. So within this week, don't expect to suddenly just be somewhere, to just arrive and everything's stable, solid. No, things are still a part of the journey. You are still moving. Okay, I want you to understand that. So don't be afraid if things still start changing, going on. Oh my God. If things are changing around you, like I said, be flexible. Don't feel like you need to sit down as soon as you arrive. A really good time to kind of observe the place, go around certain areas. I kind of get this imagery of movement, whether it's a work, whether it's a relationship, whether it's something here. Keep yourself moving. It's really important to carry on doing that, however it applies in your life. So it's good. It's good so far. This is good. You've moved away from the right things. Here we go. We have the Lovers here. Well, interesting. Now, let's talk about this, because the Lovers is generally a really good card, right? It's a card of love. Yes, it is also a card of making decisions, having to make the right decisions. And if we're going to talk about it, you know, in terms of the Six of Swords, if you have had to leave a love interest behind, or a situation behind where there was close connections or whatever it was, or even just contracts, right? It makes a lot of sense that way too. This was the right decision to make. And the only reason why I say that is because we have the Five of Swords, which is about walking away from something, and the Queen of Swords. So it may have been you, it may have been someone else here. I get your energy, Sag, but it could resonate differently for others. You did have to withdraw. You did have to kind of call something to a close and say, actually, this is not how things are going to go. This is not the way that I want things to go. And you're standing your ground. So I am amazed. I'm happy for you. A lot of sword energy could have been dealing with a fire sign or someone who was very blunt. All right, I'm hearing the words dishonest, but it's down to you. Whatever the situation was, you're kind of calling a stop to something, and you are deciding to kind of just take the difficult route and to just to remove yourself from something. If this is a love interest, again, you didn't want to leave from this situation when you did, or if you haven't done it already, when you will do. It's not going to be an easy situation. It's not going to be something that's very straightforward, but it is something that is necessary. It is going to be difficult for you. It is going to bring about some fear, some hurt, some neglect. It is going to bring about difficulty, but at the end of the day, you're doing this for your injustice. This is Libran energy with the Queen of Swords. You did this because it was the right thing to do, because other people were going against you or working against you or whatever it is. Or saying just the wrong things to you, right? You had to allow yourself to put those boundaries in place. Now, I want to kind of say here that your sword is mightier. You have this one sword going against these four people, these four things, or just these swords in general, against the opposing force that was trying to kind of get you to go down a route that you didn't want to go. And you had to kind of say no. You had to say no, and this is you stepping into your power. So I want you to kind of reward yourself for what it is that you've had to kind of put your hand up and say, actually, no, this is not how things are going to go. So it's good. Good on you. Good on you, Sag. We love that. It definitely resonates in terms of love for a lot of you, but this could be anything in your life, really, where there's another person involved. Let's see, Sagittarius. Ace of Wands. Well, here we go. Creativity coming in for you. This is a really good sign of relocation. This is a really good sign of, I'm hearing new territories, maybe even things that you haven't done before. The Ace of Wands always reminds me of like a magician wand. So for a lot of you, this is something that you manifested, which is good. But this will be anything to do with creativity, workplace. You know, it is about career as well when the wands come up. So this is good. For a lot of you though, you're finding your passion now through this ending. And this is what happens when we kind of, again, hit that rock bottom, have to learn our lesson. We do get a blessing we get a blessing afterwards, after we've learned a lesson. For what it is that we had to do to learn that lesson. And this is when it's coming in. A new opportunity is coming up for you. Could even be a new love interest here for some of you here. And it could be with a Leo. But it does feel like it will be something that is very worthwhile, which is always nice. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. This came up in the same position for Aries, actually. So one thing I will say, one thing I was saying to Aries is this is a very positive card. Yes, it's slow moving. Yes, we aren't quite sure exactly where it is that we're going, but you're planting the seeds every single step of the way. Don't ever feel like you're wasting time. Don't ever feel like you aren't doing the right thing. Don't ever feel like you're too slow or you're not there yet. And don't compare yourself to other people who might be going at a faster pace than you. This does not determine your outcome. How fast you go down a route does not determine your outcome. How slow you go doesn't determine your outcome. The seeds that you plant do, all right, along the way. The foundations that you build is what matters the most. And when the Knight of Pentacles comes up, it actually does say that you are planting seeds along the way. You are setting a really solid foundation. It's the Pentacles card coming in. So it is one of the most stable and grounded energies that you can have in a reading, okay? If you are doubting your journey, just keep taking one step forward at a time. You are going to start to see some celebrations. You are going to start to see some signs from Spirit that this is the right route. But no matter how slow you're going, you are moving despite anything, and you are going to reach the destination in your own time, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is the only knight, by the way, out of the deck that actually reaches the throne. So if anything, whoever you're comparing yourself to, who's getting there quicker, faster than you, whatever it is, you are going to have more long-term success and rewards than them, because you are in the Knight of Pentacles energy, all right? So it's really important to understand that whatever you are seeing on the surface isn't always the full story. So it's really important to understand that also applies to your own life, okay? Really, really important to understand that. We do have 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, okay? We also have the King of Wands. I mean, this could definitely be a third-party situation just because the Ten of Swords is here with the Death card. So there was definitely a little bit of an ending coming through, a truth coming in, maybe about a third party, or maybe just about someone who was overly confident in their ideas, plans, and wasn't thinking about anybody else. Whatever this is, whoever this is, you are going to gain some victory from this, okay? However it looks now, you will gain victory from this, okay? And if this is a love interest, you dodged a damn bullet, Sagittarius. You don't need to worry about them, okay? You don't need to worry about them. Worry about yourself, because you dodged a damn bullet, all right? This person doesn't come across as a very nice person, okay? Especially if that's how they treated you. Because one thing I will say is they have not changed and will not change. So Solitude. Now, this is the second time this kind of message is coming in for your reading. So it's very valid, okay? This is a really good time to spend some time alone. If you are running out of your social battery, it's a really good time to charge it up, okay? It's a really good time to get out into nature if you can, to really kind of maybe even watch. I kind of get something to do with nature is really important for you within this week. It is grounding, so it makes a lot of sense and can help you in terms of where you're going moving forward and the confidence moving forward. So that's all good. But maybe watching like nature documentaries, or, you know, David Attenborough, whoever knows, like doing things like that could really help you. All right, maybe even doing those paint by numbers paintings of nature could be very, very good for you as well. Or maybe just looking at pictures or listening to music, or even listening to, you know, they do those nature sounds. That could really help you as well whilst you're sleeping or anything, just to calm you down. I think it's going to be very vital, because I do think being in your own energy within this week is going to help you figure out the answers that you need, okay? Let's see what else is coming in for you. This could be a new career coming in, by the way, with this Ace of Wands. Power. Well, here we go. I do get that you are opening new doors, which is really amazing for you. And this is almost coming through with this power card. Like, don't underestimate yourself. Don't underestimate spirit. Don't underestimate the good deeds that you've done in the past, because now it's all coming in together. Okay. And it's almost like you need to recharge yourself so that you do have power to move into the new things that are going to be coming into your life. Okay. So everything works out how it needs to, my angels. But as far as this goes, this is your reading for the week ahead. So I wish you all the best. I love you guys so much. Okay, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, or make sure you subscribe. If you like the video, make sure you like the video too. And if you wanted to let me know how it resonated with you, then feel free to leave a comment down below. But I'll see you guys next time.